5 degrees in Fairfield, 2 in Concord, 2 in Livermore, and around the Bay areas like Oakland as well as Hayward. Your Mountain View by rate forecast for you, as well as the afternoon highs expected in your area and in the extended forecast as early as tomorrow. The heat is back on. More on that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks. What's that?
I know.
My windshield.
Yeah, hitting my windshield, making my car dirty and doing nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
A few nuisance showers out there this morning, and it has all that cloud cover acting like a blanket this morning. We're waking up a few degrees warmer than where we were 24 hours ago. Santa Rosa, 60 degrees at this moment, 59 in San Francisco, low 60s for Oakland, Livermore, and San Jose. These clouds are pushing out towards the north and towards the east. And here's a look at Storm Tracker 2, and you can see how, again, in the overnight hours, we saw that green move overhead. Now it's all the way north into areas like Clear Lake and the Lake County area. We'll continue with the possibility of partly cloudy skies and a little bit of unstable weather. But as you notice here, I push it through the afternoon, and those clouds continue to move to the north as we continue through our day. The low clouds will continue along the coastline for today, so partly to mostly cloudy skies at the coast. Temperatures very similar to how we were yesterday. 60s along the coastline, a lot of 60s and 70s around the bay. A very comfortable day. Inland could feel a little muggy at times once again, with temperatures reaching into the upper 70s, low to mid 80s. But notice that shade of red still all the way into the Central Valley. We're not looking at any 90s for us here at home today. We'll start out mostly cloudy if you're going out to the Pride Parade this morning. Low 60s in the forecast. We will warm back into the mid to upper 60s. I was in San Francisco yesterday afternoon, and it was a beautiful day. Upper 60s, partly cloudy skies. And again, that's what we're looking at for the afternoon for the Pride festivities and parade. Traces as well. Claudine had some coming in this morning. Our show producer had some coming in. It's moving off to the north and to the east. We will continue with this pattern for another day, but I think at least when it comes to those sprinkles and the showers, they continue to push out of the way. If you are going to the Sierra for today, that possibility of dry lightning and thunderstorms back into the forecast, and there is a fire weather. Giving you a look at the onshore breeze, continues to pump that cool Pacific air all the way through the Delta this morning with gusts to about 24 miles per hour. We had a huge drop-off in our temperatures yesterday for our inland cities, anywhere from 10 to 15, even 20 degrees cooler yesterday afternoon than the day before. And today we're going to hold steady. Temperatures will be very similar to what we had out this morning. Relatively mild. If you're going out to the farmer's market, maybe to grab some breakfast, you're going to notice how mild it is out there this morning. I'll have a look at your afternoon highs, and in the extended forecast, a notable warm-up coming our way. More on that coming up in just a little bit. Temperatures really fell off yesterday afternoon, and we are going to continue with that pattern. Very similar to yesterday. If you were joining us yesterday, it looks almost identical. This high pressure and the circulation around it dragging in some subtropical moisture coming our way, that monsoonal moisture all the way from the desert southwest in and over areas like Lake Tahoe. There was a red flag warning in place, a fire weather watch that has actually been canceled. Last half hour I mentioned that for the Sierra, not going to be the case. They have decided to cancel that. Meanwhile, we have low pressure right off the coastline, and the circulation around this helping to, well, beef up that marine layer and keep that onshore breeze going and bring us the low clouds right along the coastline, and they'll be banked up along the coastline for today once again. So for our coast, mostly cloudy and cool, mild around the bay, mild to warm inland, but temperatures only warming into the upper 80s once again for our inland spots. Right now, outside our doors with all that cloud cover, we've managed to keep some of that warmth from yesterday. 60 degrees in Napa, 61 San Francisco, low 60s in Livermore, Hayward, and San Jose. Stepped out a little while ago, and wow, it feels awfully mild out there. And you may notice it.
Oh yeah, that's a real cool down.
Yeah.
Triple digits.
At least it won't be getting worse. I know. Yes.
All right.
So be prepared.
Yes, we've been warned. Thanks, Rosemary.
You got it. For the most part, as we know, if you're going to San Francisco, always a good idea to bring at least an extra layer or two, because once that, we've got some green on the screen, and in the overnight hours, we had a few sprinkles that fell in and around areas like San Jose. I received some nice tweets from viewers. Thank you very much. Discovery Bay, Sebastopol. Again, what Claudine mentioned, she had a little bit coming in on her drive this morning. As we stop the radar, you can see it's moved pretty much north of the Bay Area. It's into portions of Lake County still at this time. It's going to continue to move out of here. We'll leave in just the slight possibility at maybe a sprinkle or two, because those clouds are still overhead. But as we get into the second half of the day, these clouds again will begin to push out, and we're looking at drier air moving in time for the afternoon. With all the cloud cover in the overnight hours, we managed to hold on to some of that warmth from. If you have little ones, I think you are a Minions fan, kind of.
Sort of.
A little bit.
A little bit. Maybe not. Well, okay.
So the warm-up, it's still, you know what's amazing? It's still gray outside. I still feel, if it's felt.
And that continues to keep that onshore breeze blowing, keep the low clouds right along the coastline for the afternoon today. And we will continue with this as we move through. This is going to move out of here, and eventually this will become a bigger playmaker as we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That ridge of high pressure is going to swing our way, strengthen just a little bit, and that is going to drive our temperatures up. 60 degrees right now in Napa. We have 62 in San Francisco, upper 60s in Livermore, low 60s in Hayward, mid 60s for San Jose. For the afternoon today, these clouds will clear out of the way. We'll be with partly to mostly sunny skies Thursday when temperatures fall off just a little bit more. But yes, indeed. Gear up. We've got the heat coming back.
And I mean, really dry. When you talk about fire danger and people being nervous, dry heat.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Air conditioning, cooling centers will probably be opening up for that.
Sure, yeah. And, you know, the National Weather Service always gives very helpful information. You know, they're like movie theaters, malls, you know, pick any place that has AC.
That's not a day
you don't.
to enjoy the sun. It's a day to kind of escape the sun, I think.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Rosemary.
You're welcome.